Yo, what's up, fam? Welcome back. It's your boy with another GTA Online video for you guys. Just wanted to say thanks again for all the support on the live stream. I had a great time. We gave away a lot of cars, so thank you guys for coming out. I really do appreciate all the support, alright? You guys are legends, and thank you again. Alright, now with that being said, I've got another video for you guys tonight, alright? This video, I'm going to be showing you, for one, the car-to-car merge. I'm also going to show you the Bandito-to-car merge. Alright, they're pretty much the same thing. But the main part of what I'm going to be showing you is how to make different combinations here on the vehicles. Alright, so most of you guys know, if you wanted to, you could take everything on this car, merge it onto another car, and make another car with these mods. Alright, what you may not know is that we can interchange the paint schemes from Benny's wheels cars and F1 wheels cars. Alright, so let's say we wanted this paint on, this car. We can do that, okay? Or we want these wheels on this car. Alright, we can do that. So there's, endless combinations you can make here, guys, okay? So this will let you get, some more variety in your garage, kind of change things up a bit, okay? So, for example, what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be taking this paint and this wheel color, and I'm going to be putting it on F1s, and I'm going to be putting those F1s with the paint and the wheel color from the Benny's car onto this vehicle, okay? So we're going to put F1s on this vehicle, and we're going to have this paint with these wheel colors, alright? Another thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to scroll through and get different F1 wheels and different F1 tires, alright? There's loads of combinations, okay? A couple things you're going to need for this glitch. Obviously, you're going to need the arena with the workshop. You're going to want a Faggio in the arena. Mine is over here behind the Sand King here, alright? You're going to want a vehicle with F1s. You're going to want the Benny's vehicle that you're wanting to use, and you're also going to want the vehicle you're wanting to merge everything onto, okay? So with that being said, guys, the only other things you need is you need to make sure that you spawned in at your bunker. I can't stress this enough. I get a lot of comments, people saying I can't hit the timing on the pause and left D-pad thing. I can't hit the timing, alright? 90% of you guys, problem is that you didn't spawn in at your bunker. I can't stress it enough. You have to spawn at your bunker, okay? Also, you need to be in an invite-only session. Do not try it in a public session. Do an invite-only session. You may get it to work once or twice in a public session, but it's going to be, very inconsistent. So I do recommend that you're in an invite-only session and you have to spawn at your bunker. Also, make sure you got plenty of snacks. Alright, you definitely want a lot of beers and eat colas. If you got these, then you should be good, okay? Now, that's pretty much all you need for the setup. Now, what I'm going to do first before we get into that is I'm going to show you guys how to check for scratched cars, okay? Because you don't want to be in here merging all day long if you're merging a bunch of scratched cars, okay? And what I mean by scratched is that the paint is selected, alright? It's not a modded paint, it's just a regular paint that's been selected in one of the workshops, okay? So I'm going to show you right now, real quick, how to check for that, alright? What you're going to do is go down to respray. Click on it, and you're going to check primary and secondary. We'll start with primary. And what you're going to do is just select all of these. We're going to make sure that nothing is selected in here, okay? And the way you do that is just click on it. You can see nothing selected. My Chrome is still locked. So, alright, and when you click on these, if it starts right here on black and it's not selected, then you know nothing's selected. You don't have to scroll down through the whole list, okay? If something down here was selected, as soon as you clicked on this list, it would have brought you right to that color, and it would have showed it as selected. So, as soon as you click on the list, look, nothing selected. Metallic, it goes default right to black, but nothing is selected. That's how we know this car is not scratched, alright? And you want to check all these. The metallics, the metals, the pearlescent, alright? Nothing should be selected on any of these. Like I said, if it defaults right to the top of the list, boom, on black, you know nothing is selected, okay? So we do that with every selection, alright? The metallic, the matte, the metals, crew, classic, pearlescents, we check all those to make sure nothing is selected, alright? And if nothing is selected on any of the color selections, then we know that this car is clean, alright? It has a legit modded paint that is not scratched, okay? Because nothing's selected here. See, we'll check it one more time. Nothing, 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 nothing. Alright. We can do the same thing with the wheels, okay? We can go down here and we can check the wheels. Alright, wheel color, nothing selected. See, defaulted right to the top of the list, nothing selected. So we know we have a modded color on the wheels as well, alright? Now for a yanked in plate, obviously you just check the back, boom, it's got a yanked in plate, it's good. the windows. This car has limo dark windows. It doesn't have green tint, all right? The way you would check for green tint is you would click on here and nothing would be selected, but when you backed out, you would see the windows get darker and yet nothing would be selected, okay? So that's how you would check for green tint. Nothing selected, but when you come in here, it would default right here to none. You see how when I click on it, it goes right to limo because that's selected. Yours would default to none, but the windows would still be tinted. You know, when you backed out, you would see them get darker because they're still tinted, but nothing selected. Okay, so just a quick rundown on how to check the vehicles for you guys. So let's bring this back out of the workshop, and we're going to get right into the glitch. All right, I'm going to try not to make this too long. It is kind of a lengthy process, but that's only because there's so many combinations. I mean, you could spend, you know, a couple hours in here trying out different combinations if you wanted to. So I'm just going to kind of run through it as quick as I can for you guys and try to keep this video as short as possible. So what you want to do is bring your Faggio inside the workshop, okay? You already, if you've done the car to car before, you know what we're doing here. So same thing as before. We'll get off the Faggio, come around to this side. I like to switch to first person view to get lined up. You want the left side of your body to be lined up with the tire, okay? Once you have that lined up, we're going to go to inventory and snacks. We're going to eat some snacks. Really, not eat snacks. We're going to drink beers, all right? Just stand here and drink some beers. Be careful how many you drink. If your character gets drunk, then you're walking around all, you know, double vision, trying to push this Faggio out of the garage, and it just makes it harder. So I'll usually drink, you know, 5 or 6 of them, and then I'll switch to the E-Colas because we just want to get a nice pile of trash here by the back tire is what all we're trying to do, all right? If this process doesn't knock the Faggio over completely, that's fine. We're going to push it over in just a minute, okay? So just drink about 5 of these. We'll drink a couple of sodas. Alright, that should be good. Now we'll go around the other side, and I like to just click on smokes as I push it back over, okay? Boom, there it goes. Fell over. That's all we were trying to do. Now we're going to spin it like this. We want the back of it facing out of the arena so we can push it from the headlight. This is usually how it pushes the easiest, I find. So we're just going to push it right here. We're going to push it all the way out to the door, okay? And we don't want to go too far out of the door. We want to go just over the line that divides the light concrete and the dark concrete there, okay? So just slowly work your way over here. Sometimes you get lucky. You get it in one nice push. I've pushed it before with just one push, and it goes all the way nice and straight to the door. Sometimes it tries to keep, you know, sliding out on you, but that's okay. Do try to get it in the middle of the door, okay? Don't get it too far over to one side. If you do, sometimes when you're pulling your car in and out to knock it over, it won't knock it over because it's too far to one side. So that looks perfect, guys. See how the tires are just barely over the line? So once we stand it up, we're only going to get one alert here, all right, to modify vehicle. And this is probably perfect alignment here. You don't want to go any further out than this. My front tire could have went out just a little bit more if I wanted to, but since we only have one alert, that's exactly what we're wanting. All we have is the press right to modify vehicle. So at this point, press triangle and get off of the vehicle. Now we're going to try to knock it over with one of our cars that we're going to be using for the glitch, okay? If you have this truck, I recommend using this truck to knock it over with because that works best. If not, you can use either the Benny's, the F1, or the vehicle you're putting the mods on. Any of those 3 to knock it over. I do recommend taking the larger vehicle in first if you're going to do it this way because if you take the larger vehicle in second, sometimes it flips over the first car, and if a car gets flipped over in there, then you usually have to start all over, unless it's the vehicle you're in. If it's the vehicle you're in, you can just exit the workshop, come back in, but if you flip over the car that's already in there, then you kind of have to start all over. So we don't want that to happen. So we're just going to take this, and I'm going to use this to knock the Faggio over. I've started doing it this way now, and you see, I mean, it pushes the Faggio in first try normally. And I have had it take longer, but normally it pushes it in first try. So as soon as we get it in here, what we're going to do is make sure it wasn't stuck under the truck. All right, and we'll exit the vehicle. Alright, then what we're going to do is we're going to go here and get on the Faggio, and it's going to give us 2 alerts now. We can either press right to modify or left to return to storage. So we're going to press left, return it to storage, alright? Now, once we're back out here, now we're just going to get that truck out of there. In order to do that, we're going to want to take another car in, alright? This garage will stay glitched out as long as you keep at least one vehicle in it at all time. Don't ever pull out the last vehicle that's in there, okay? We want to keep at least one in there at all times, all right? So now I'm going to go ahead, like I said, guys, you don't want to try to force a big vehicle under something, so I'm going to go ahead and take this one in, the one with my paint that I'm wanting to use. Alright, so hit right on the D-pad to modify this. Now, it's always going to slam the second vehicle under the first vehicle every time. That's why I say it's best to go in with a smaller vehicle second, because that's going to get pushed under this one, and there's less likelihood of it flipping over the first vehicle. And then usually, you know, something like this will happen. So just give your character a little bit time to get the car out of here. Normally they'll get it out on their own. If not, we'll just exit the workshop and pull back in again and try it one more time. But normally they can get unstuck here. I have had a few times I've had to exit and re-enter. And then usually the second time it works pretty good because the truck's already been moved out of the way now. So see, they're almost unstuck here. All right, there we go. So we're going to exit the vehicle right here. Now it works good too, guys. If you can wait till they back this car out of the way so that the next car will be able to come right in, no problem. See how now this car is out of the way for the next vehicle to come right in. So go ahead and return this to storage. We don't need this truck in here. We're just using this to push the Faggio over with. All right, so we're going to return to storage. All right, now that we've returned this to storage, I'm just going to exit this vehicle. Now we're going to pull our Faggio back in, okay? Because we're going to basically be using our Faggio as kind of like our USB memory stick to save the parts that we want on this and transfer back and forth, okay? All right, so we're just going to exit the vehicle, and we're going to get in the vehicle with the mods, okay? We're going to enter the modify menu with right on the D-pad. We're going to repair the vehicle, and we're just going to change one thing, okay? Anything you want to change, just change one thing on the vehicle, then exit the vehicle, all right? Now we're going to get on here, and we're going to do the pause left D-pad method, all right? What we're going to do is hold down pause, and as we're holding down pause, we're going to press left on the D-pad and let go of pause right at the same time, all right? The timing on this is a little tricky. Once you've hit it a few times, you can hit it over and over. It's not a problem. But like I said, guys, if you can't get this part to work, it's probably because you didn't spawn at your bunker or either you're not in an invite-only session, okay? So I'm going to hold down pause, and I'm going to hit left on the D-pad and let go of pause. Just like that, all right? Now circle, hit your interactions menu, and then spam your emote, all right? Now, if you do that part fast enough, you won't get stuck with this run animation. As soon as you get knocked off the Faggio, you just hit circle to exit the pause menu, hit your interactions menu to switch to first person view, and then spam your emotes. If you do that part fast enough, you can skip the running part there. But either way, guys, it works just the same. So now we've got the mods saved onto this Faggio, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull the Faggio back in, and we're just going to change one thing on it to save the mods, all right? And the one thing we're going to change is going to be very important because we're wanting to save the wheel color from that car. So the one thing we're going to change, you see how kind of we just have like stock wheels here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do and change the wheels. We're going to change wheel type, front wheel, stock rims, all right? And we're going to put on number 19, all right? At this part of the glitch, you always want to install number 19, all right? They're numbered right there at the top left, so just look right here, put on number 19, okay? That's what's going to allow us to save the color from the wheels, okay? So we're going to select that. All right, now that we've changed one thing on the vehicle, we can just take this vehicle out of the workshop for now, okay? So we're going to back all the way out. We're going to exit the workshop. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our car, and we're going to go ahead and put the wheels we want on it, okay? If you were wanting Benny's wheels on it, at this time, this would be when you would be putting the Benny's wheels on it, okay? If you're wanting F1s like I'm wanting, this is be the time that we're going to put the F1 wheels on, okay? And now, just like I said before, guys, I'm wanting to use this truck, so I'm going to make this my first vehicle that I take in, and then I'm going to take this car to get the F1 wheels off of it, all right? So since I'm wanting this truck in there and it's larger, I'm going to take this one in first, okay? Alright, right on the D-pad to modify vehicle.
What are we doing then? What's it going to be?
Alright, now we're going to exit the vehicle. We're going to take this car out. We're done with this car. We already have the mods from it saved onto our Faggio. We're going to return it to storage.
What can I do?
Now, like I said, if you're wanting to do this with Benny's wheels on the car you're trying to make, you would basically reverse this. You would have, this would have been your F1 wheel car, and you would have saved the F1 wheel car and paint onto the Faggio, all right? I'm wanting to finish with F1 wheels, so I saved the Benny wheels and paint onto the Faggio, all right? So now I'm going to take this car in, and I'm going to put the F1s onto my vehicle that I'm wanting to mod, okay? At this point, if you were doing Benny's wheels, you would be taking the Benny's wheel vehicle and putting the Benny's wheels onto the car you're wanting to mod, alright? Because basically all we're doing now is getting the wheel type that we want on the vehicle, whether it's Benny's or F1s. That's all we're doing right now, okay? I'll see why I said to take the smaller vehicle in second. If we had pushed that big truck under this car, it would have more than likely flipped the car over, and we would have had to start the glitch all over again, okay? Now I'd like for her to move so I can get right in the driver's side door. Alright, so now that she's out of the way, we'll exit the vehicle, okay? Just to get it to stop moving, alright? Now what we're going to do, we'll hop back in, and we're going to modify the vehicle and just change one thing, okay? I usually, like I said, I always do the brakes. So exit the vehicle. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing here. Pause and left on the D-pad, okay? So I'm holding down pause, I'm hitting left on the D-pad, letting go of pause. Boom, just like that. Circle, interactions menu, and then spam emote. See how I skipped the run there because I did it nice and quick? You don't have to do it that fast, but if you can, as soon as you get out of the vehicle, you're pressing circle, you're hitting your touchpad, and then spamming your emotes, alright? Now see, we've just put the F1 wheels. We've also put the paint and any other mods onto this vehicle. Now we're not worried about the paint and the other mods. Like I said, we're putting the paint that we've saved onto our Faggio, which was this paint right here and this wheel color. That's what we're putting on here, alright? So now that we have the F1s, we're just going to go inside and save this vehicle, alright? The way we're doing that is we're just going to change one thing on the vehicle.
What's up? What are we doing then?
Alright, so I'm just going to change the brakes. Boom, we changed the brakes. Alright, now once we've done that, we can exit the vehicle. And we're going to take this car back out. We're done with this car. We got the wheels that we wanted. You know, if you wanted Benny's wheels, this would be the Benny's wheels car you're taking out right now. You would already have the Benny's wheels onto the vehicle you're making, okay? So return this to storage. You know, the same process can be done the opposite way, guys, is what I'm trying to get at. You know, if you were wanting Benny's wheels with a different paint, okay? So now I have my mod saved right here on this car, so I'm going to take this car inside, okay? Or the Faggio, sorry. I'm taking the Faggio inside. We have the mods already saved on this car, okay? Or the Faggio, sorry, I keep calling it a car, but you get the idea, guys. You're with me. Alright, now once this is inside, oh no, don't kill me. Okay, that could have been bad, guys, because what I've had happen before is usually the Faggio just stops in front there, but if this happens like this, I'm going to give it a second to kind of push out from up under the truck. It may slide out. It looks like it is. If not, we can just get back in this vehicle, drive it out, and drive it back in. But what I was about to say is I have had that happen before, and it kills me because I'm stuck under the car. So luckily that didn't happen, or else we would have had to start over. But we'll give it a second here just to see if it doesn't blow up, or if it it should just push it out from up under the car there. It looks like it's working its way out. So we can also see if we can kind of help it a little bit here. Let's see if it'll let us get on it. Nope. Alright, well, we're going to have to try to get this out of here. I haven't had this happen before. Usually the Faggio just stops out in front. But like I said, if the worst case scenario, we could have just pulled the car out and back in. But we've got it right here. So, alright, now we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to modify this vehicle, repair it, change the brakes, okay? Anytime you're taking mods off of something and putting on something else, you're always getting on it and changing something, okay? So now we've changed something. We're going to exit the vehicle. Now we're fisting to merge these paints and this wheel color onto this, but we'll keep the F1 wheels, alright? Now we're going to pause, left on the D-pad, let go of pause. Boom, just like that. Alright, circle, touchpad, spam emote. Boom, that's simple, guys. Now see, we've kept the F1 wheels, but we've put the paint from that car onto this one. See, we've got the paint, and also we got the wheel color, right? Because that car had white wheels on it. It's a little bit hard to see because it was, you know, they're not white on the outside, but you see how they're white on the inside. So we took that wheel color and we put that onto here with that paint as well, guys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back in and we're going to save this. And then I'm going to show you how to scroll through the F1 wheels, okay?
So, what's up?
Now we've got this back inside. We're just going to change one thing to save it. Brakes again. Alright, now I'm going to show you what you can do here. Now, we can scroll wheels one of two ways, alright? First thing we can do, we can go down to wheels, we can go down to tires, and tire design, alright? Now look, we can scroll through here, and we can see we get a different F1 wheel with a different sidewall, right? This one has like two different atomic logos. See, we got just the solid atomics right there, and different spoke pattern. Scroll down again, we have even another spoke pattern with the fuckaroos. Scroll down again, we get the Chappelles, okay? That's how you can change the tire design and the wheel design, alright? So it's pretty simple. Now, another way we can change this, let's say you're wanting to change it to something else that's not there, okay? Because we don't have all the selections of F1s right there. What we're going to do, we'll just exit the vehicle. Remember, we've already saved that too, guys. We changed the brakes on there, right? So we've already saved that. Now we're going to get back on the Faggio, and what we're going to do is we're going to modify, repair it. We're going to change the wheels, all right? Wheel type, front wheel, stock rims, all right? Now you can choose any of these. They all make different combinations, okay? So I'm just going to go up here. I'm going to choose one that I know that I already like, I think it's one I already like. Let me see. It's, I think it's the Track Star, maybe. Let's try this one. All right, we're just going to select this wheel, back out, all the way out, exit the vehicle. We're going to do the same thing again. Pause and left on the D-pad, all right? All right, take a note of what kind of wheels we got on here because these are fisting to change, all right? Now pause, left on the D-pad, let go of pause. Circle, touchpad, spam your emotes. All right, now let's run out and see what wheel combination we've got. I haven't gone through all these, but you see, look guys, boom, we just changed the wheels. And I already knew that this was one I liked, so that's why I picked that one. But there we go. See, we've got the paint from the Benny's wheel car. We've got the F1 wheels, and we've also changed what type of F1 wheels we had, okay? Now watch, I'll change them one more time for you guys just to show you.
What can I do? So, what's up?
Alright, hop on here, modify, repair, go down to wheels, wheel type, front wheel, stock rims, alright? You can just change it to anything else. Let's try, let me get down here and try one I haven't tried yet. Let's try this one right here, the Razor. Alright, select that wheel, back all the way out, exit the vehicle. And now, before we even put these on here, you know, we could have scrolled, you know, before we even merge these, if we want to. Now, we're going to have to get back on the Faggio now, but we could have checked these like we did the last ones, right? Like I can go down to wheels, tires, tire design. See, and we can scroll these again like this, right? And these will change again. Okay, but we're wanting to get that other, we're wanting to try like a totally different wheel style, so I'm going to exit the vehicle again. Get back on the Faggio. I'm going to change one more thing on the Faggio. I should have scrolled through those wheels before I did the Faggio part, and I wouldn't have to get back on here, so that's why I'm doing this. So change one more thing on here, exit the vehicle. Alright, now we're going to watch, these wheels are going to change again, because remember we just changed the wheels on the Faggio. So pause, left on the D-pad, let go, pause, circle, touchpad, spam your emotes. Oh, whoops, I didn't get to first person, that's why. Alright, spam your emotes in first person. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we're going to run out here and see what wheel combo we got now. Alright, see this one's like the 15, 16 spoke or something, the white ones with the atomics. So see guys, you can, and all of those selections for the Faggio have different you know, tire combinations. So you can, you know, I think there's like 37 different wheels for the Faggio, so all those are different F1 wheels and tire combinations, okay? And then once you get back in here, if you want to check the combos that we already have, go down to tires, tire design, you know, we can scroll through these again and get some different wheels, right? Just like that. And these aren't always the same. You know, because you remember last time we had two different type of atomics here. Now this time we got two different type of fuckaroos. So it just depends on what wheels you put on here from the Faggio as to what combinations you get here, okay? So I'm just going to leave these for now because I'm going to put back on the ones that I liked right there. So We're just gonna leave these for now. Actually, no, we're gonna. No, we don't have to save this, do we? We can wait. We'll go ahead and save it just in case. All right, change the brakes. Exit the vehicle. I didn't really want white wheels on there, so I'm just gonna switch it back. So modify vehicle. Same thing again, guys. Go to wheels. Wheel type, front wheel, stock rims. All right, and you can keep changing any ones you want to. All right, I already know the ones I want right here are the what did I pick last time? The Track Star, I think it was. Yeah, Track Star. Back all the way out. Exit the vehicle. Same thing here again, guys. Pause and left on the D-pad. All right, and you see how I've hit it every time here, guys. Once you spawn at your bunker and you get the timing down, it's no problem. Circle, touchpad, touchpad. Spam your emotes. All right, you're hitting your touchpad till you get back into first-person view. That's why I had to hit it twice that time. And these should be the wheels that I wanted right here. Yep. All right. So now that we've got that, all we have to do is go save the vehicle, and it's modified just as we wanted it. All right. Pull it back inside.
So, what's up?
We're going to change one thing on the vehicle to save it. Go back to brakes. We'll go ahead and put our good brakes since we're done modifying it. That's it. We'll take it back out of the workshop. That's it, guys. You're done. Like I said, there's so many combinations. I mean, you could do this for hours with different combinations. So that should give you guys a lot of selection. Even if you only have a few colors and a few different wheels, you guys should be able to get plenty of wheels. And like I said, you can do this same thing with Benny's wheels. All right. If the car you're changing here had the Benny's wheels on it, you can use the Faggio in the same way. You just change the wheels on the Faggio, switch it back to here, change these. You can do that same process with Benny's wheels. It's exactly the same. The only difference is the vehicle that you would be starting with would be your F1 wheel car, and then you would be, merging the mods from the F1 onto the Faggio instead of the mods from the Benny's wheels, okay? So same process, you would just reverse the vehicles, the Benny's and the F1s, okay? Okay, guys, one little bonus here for you I forgot to mention. All right, we're going to throw this right here on the end because this is super easy. The Bandito to Benny's merge, or sorry, the Bandito to car merge. All right, that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to take this vehicle in. Now, you can still do this with the other car in there, the Faggio in there, doesn't matter. As long as you have the car you want in there and the Bandito with F1s or Benny's on it already, okay? Now, and this part is super easy. Same thing we were just doing, all right? The only difference is we're using the Bandito instead of a donor car. So we're going up here, and you just have to enter the workshop menu. You don't have to change anything. We enter the menu right here, back out, okay? Now, same thing here, guys. Pause and left on the D-pad, all right? Nothing's changed. Pause, left on D-pad, let go of pause, boom. Circle, touchpad. Oh, circle, touchpad, interaction, or spam emotes. There we go. Circle, touchpad, spam emotes. All right. And then that took the wheels from our Benny's car, boom, and the paint right here on our truck. Super easy to do, guys. So if you have, if you have F1 wheels or Benny's wheels on your Bandito, you can merge them right over, no problem, just like that. All right. You don't even have to have the Faggio glitched out in there. You can just pull a car in here and take the wheels right from your Bandito. All right. And then you should be able to do the same thing here again, guys, with the wheels, all right? You would go down to wheels, tires, tire design, all right? Look, and we can change different F1 tires, all right? We can do the blanks with, what's that, 2, 4, 6, like an 8-spoke. We can do like a 6-spoke, 4-spoke, all right? And it also changes, what's written on the sidewall of the tires as well, so, I'm thinking these right here are the plain ones. I kind of like these, so we'll just go with those. Select those. Boom, there we go. Now you seen when I selected them, guys, it looked like it changed there for a minute, but as soon as you select it and back out, it changes right back, so you don't have to worry about that. So there we go. Now we've got this one modded as well, okay? We can just back all the way out now, exit the workshop. Alright guys, that's it. Just wanted to add that there on the end. So again, thanks for watching. Leave me a like if you found the video helpful. Subscribe if you're new to the channel with your notifications on so you don't miss when we go live. Alright, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.